You're mine. Time to move. Go!
Approaching the anomaly.
Copy that. Who's there?
Hi, good day watchers, and welcome to another film review tonight. And tonight I've been watching Demonic on Blu-ray, of course. This one was directed by director of District 9 and Elysium. So let's get to the review. You know, I enjoy this movie. So Demonic is a 2021 science fiction supernatural horror written, directed by Neill Blomkamp. The film stars Carly Pope, Chris William Martin, and Michael J. Rogers, Nathalie Bolt, Terry Chen, and Curtis McClure. So it's filmed amid the COVID-19 pandemic. It got negative reviews. You know, that's sad that. I enjoyed it. It's a really creepy ass movie. What's it did super. It was on 1.5 million budget. Box office of $656,000, whatever. So it didn't do very well. Carly. Same name. Carly Pope is a young woman who has fallen out of contact with her mother, Angela. Nathalie Bolt. Angela is convicted of killing more than 20 people in a spree when she burned down a care home she worked at and poisoned a church. Carly is supported by her best friend, Sam. The pair cut their other childhood friend, cut off their childhood friend, Martin, after began to espouse strange theories about Angela. One day, Carly receives a text from Martin who wants to meet up with and talk. Martin tells Carly that he was invited to a part of a focus group test for a company called Therapol, which involves real medical patient, one which was a comatose medical patient, one with a Angela. Carla is later contracted by Therapol, who asked her to visit her facility to discuss Angela. You know what? I enjoyed this movie. It's different. It's original. It's creeper. It's definitely creeper. So yeah, okay. So what was the name? Carly. It's a full review. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be. It's going to be spoilers in this, but it's a 2021 film. So yeah, 2021 pandemic. Yeah, that's a bit of a force. That was in force. So let me get to the review. Get to the part of the story. Get to the things I liked about it, things I didn't like about it. And to be honest, I didn't really. I get that part in a bit. So it starts off in a dream sequence where you see Carly having this dream about her mother. She ends up at this like big building, and then she wakes up. Now she starts. Her mum tries to set fire to like, and then it's like, and I think she did. What's going on with her mum and stuff like? It turns out, like I said, it turns out she's tried to kill. No, it turns out she killed a lot of people. It's not her fault, of course. There's a twist in it why she did what she did. Turns out, anyway, so I'll get to that in a bit. So anyway, you meet a character called Carly. That's her character. The main character is Carly, of course. And of course, so she meets up with a friend called Martin, who tells Carly about her mum. That tells that she's in a coma, or coma cast, what you call it. She's in this hospital. It's like this hospital. It's kind of like a hospital, but turns out they can. So they keep the hospital contact Carly to communicate with her, because she said how things are going with whatever. So get things out in the open about our feelings and stuff, and so that's to communicate using this like new technique, like this machine where they can connect her to her mum. And they can talk like then they go into like this virtual world. And I quite like the virtual stuff in this. I thought it was pretty interesting, cool, that part wasn't creepy, but then when she says that I don't want to hurt you, there's a part of the movie where she's in the virtual world. And I like the fact that it looks like a virtual world that's like flawed, and yeah, it's not like, because sometimes when you watch a film, when they go to a virtual world, it's perfect. Everything's like perfect. Everything's just like, it's like being in a real world. It's like, but in this, it's not perfect. Everything looks like computer generated certain parts, and you know the face graphics looks a bit, you know, wonky, glitchy and stuff like that, which I thought was cool. You know, flawed when certain graphics look a bit not very good, but I like that. I like that idea. It's pretty cool. See, it's not like a high budget movie. Some of his films where it's CGI effects and there's like robots and stuff. This film has slightly low budget in certain other films, but which I liked actually. I didn't mind that. He's a good director. He's going to direct Alien 5 and Robocop, which is a shame because I just think it would be cool if you saw a new Robocop film. I like to see that. So anyway, she goes in there. She talks to her mum, and her mum's like, anyway, she ends up leaving, and her mum's told not to come back, and then she ends up going back, and that's when kind of creepy shit starts happening later on, where she starts seeing this like. The second part she goes in, she sees this like, the third part, the second part, where she sees this like creature, it's like a bird, and it's creeper. It's like Big Bird in a bad mood, like a black Big Bird, like this big beak and stuff like that, it's like black and stuff. It's creeper. That was different. I thought that's pretty cool actually. So she ends up leaving. Anyway, so after that, she sees a. There's a lot to process in this film because it started going off. Anyway, so it turns out the people working at the hospital, the clinic, what we call it, the therapist, but it turns out they're part of some kind of like black ops exorcism kind of thing. It turns out some of the characters there, you think, that's interesting. So, because they're keeping an eye on her. You find out later on they're keeping an eye on her, like CCTV and stuff like that. Because when they're, and another thing, when she's in the virtual thing, they actually can see what's going off. And one of the characters, she starts acting a bit funny. Mum said one of the characters like tries to take her out off the virtual thing, and the other guy's kind of like, no, let's see what goes off here. Let's see what happens. So you think that's a bit weird response. And of course, so what happens to his character later on? You think, had to be him. It had to be him. Like there'll be spoilers in this. I won't try not to add too much, but weird things that happen in this film, real creepy stuff. And my favourite part is me actually thinking, that was quite good. That was quite creepy. That was. I don't think I'll add that as. I think I'll just keep that. You know, I won't say too much, but that scene was creepy. So after when she leaves the virtual thing, that's when things are happening, real creepy stuff. And this like demon starts to like follow her everywhere, like, and because her friend tells her, you know, said the demon's coming after you, and it's gonna, you know, come to, and that part was, and there's a part of the movie where her friend Sam, they've been friends for like years, and she starts having like dreams about her being dying and stuff, and yeah, anyway, so there's a part of the movie where she goes back to her house, and next minute her friend's sitting, and she makes her jump, and she says, just leave, you know, because she asks her to leave, she leaves, but then what happens later on where she's in bed, no, she's on her own, she's in bed, locks up everywhere, checks everywhere, and she goes to bed. Next minute, here's these stones being thrown. I don't think who the hell was that? These stones being thrown out the window, and she's kind of like, and she checked. The next minute, it's like banging on the door. She's like checking. The next minute, her friend's here, Sam. And this part kind of like, I was sitting there going, this is not alright, y'all, because why the hell would your friend just turn up a certain time in the middle of the night, in the morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning, and just start saying, I'm thinking about it, I'm worried about it, and there's a bit of a twist, and that scene was creepy, because you think, I won't say too much, but that scene was good. Because even I was saying, who the hell, I just thought it was something not right with her, something that doesn't quite feel right in the scene, and that scene was creepy. I reckon I won't have too much spoilers, but that scene was good. That's my favourite scene, that was, because I thought that was pretty inventive, the minute that. They put her in like a safe, you know, like almost feeling safe, and then bang, bang. But yeah, that scene was really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought some of the performances are good in this film. The film was actually really good. So the negative critics, well, critics are critics, you know. That's when the review. after the Michael Jackson review. Don't get me started about it. Some of the critics criticized the movie. That film was fantastic. So here we go. So later on the film, the friend gets taken to the where they fight her mum. Because turns out the film, there's a scene in the film where it takes place in 1998, and they fight her mum out in this like about this in this building. They find her in this building, and that's when she started. It turns out she was possessed, and she starts like killing people and stuff like that. And first of all she doesn't talk much, and then she starts killing people. Then she's put in like prison, and she's put in prison I think, and then hospital. So anyway, the people who have got her now, they take her to the same place where she was possessed. I think it was the same place. And then of course turns out things don't go quite as well as they expect. So they end up anyway. So Sam vanishes, and she ends up at the same place. So Martin and Carly go straight there to find. They end up finding her, but then they find some of the people there. I think they become soldiers, whatever, black ops. They're dressed in black and stuff. So some of them are dead now. So, and it turns out the demon has jumped bodies into one of the other characters. And that scene was part of the creep. I don't know. I think the creepiest part was definitely part in the where she was Sam. But that scene was pretty creepy because they go in. It's all dark. I like the atmosphere in this film. I thought for the budget that it uses, it's pretty good stuff. Some of the effects. But I thought the last part was pretty good. It does have an anticlimactic. It has a really good ending that you think, clever girl. So yeah, and the finale goes where they end up going back to the. Anyway, like I said, they go back and the mum's in the bed thing, so she ends up connecting herself to her mum again, going to the virtual, trying to get her out in the virtual place. Of course, doesn't quite work out well, but she does. I suppose you can go with burying her demons with her mum. She makes up with her mum and stuff like that, and yeah, she had to go back, and even if she didn't rescue her mum, she made up with her. If you know what I mean? Yeah, I thought that scene was actually pretty well done, well acted and stuff. So yeah, so she kind of like, she, like I said, it wasn't her mum's fault. It was the demon that made her do all that stuff. And yeah, so I thought the scene was pretty good actually, well acted. So anyway, so I think it's the thing is character, our friend Martin, he's like keeping guard. He starts keeping guard because then the next bit you see like a figure coming towards them. The next bit you don't see what happened. You just see him like with a knife and stuff and go after this in the dark. The guy in black even shooting at me, thinking, this is not good. I had a funny feelings. So anyway, so she ends up trying to find it. And of course, the car's on fire. Sam. Anyway, so it's not a happy ending for Sam. Let's just say that. Like I said, spoilers. Just saying. So anyway, she ends up. So it's like Sam and the other guy now, going against each other, and she's got this like knife, that thing he gave him. The guy that works at the hospital. He gave her something to use as to kill the demon, which I thought was really good. Anyway, so she ends up getting possessed. I like this part. Martin's being tied up, which is he's always like marks on him. So she ends up. So it ends up being her and that other guy going against each other, and of course there's like a fight. She ends up stabbing him, but then she gets possessed because I think you can actually see like this thermal thing that she uses. You can see the demon come out, which is cool. I thought that scene was pretty cool actually. And it's like a bird thing, the same kind of demon from the virtual thing and the dreams, whatever. And comes out, possesses her, and she stabs herself. And I thought that was pretty cool actually with that. And you think she's dead, but then she ends up in hospital and survival. So yeah, like I said, spoilers, but it doesn't matter. It's the 2021 film, so yeah, I thought the ending part was pretty good actually. With it has like a happy and bittersweet ending at the same time with her friend and stuff and her mum. But she made up with her mum at the end, which I thought was interesting, very good. So it did have like an ending where you think, the villain wins or whatever, the super it possesses her and that's it. It has one of those endings that has a nice but kind of like bittersweet ending at the same time. But yeah, the ending part was good. The music and stuff, I liked it. I like the music too in this. Some of the music. So yeah, performance is good. So yeah, creepy movie. Really enjoyed it. And like I said, it's a full review. If I explain things badly, that's just who I am. But I enjoyed it though. Pros and cons. So the pros first. I thought some of the virtual scenes were really well done. So I call them the virtual reality scenes were really well done. I like the fact it didn't look too perfect. It was like glitchy and yeah, no, it looked like it's just been created. It's pretty cool though. So I did like that. I thought the performances were good. I thought the characters were good. I thought the music was good. I like the music in it. It has some creepy moments in it that I really did like. But yeah, really enjoyed this movie. Creepy, good characters, creepy. I thought that I would have first a bit creepy than a damn bird though. That's the only thing I probably thought would have been like. I would have first a kind of creepy demon with horns and stuff, and that's the only thing. Kind of the demon bird thing didn't quite scare me much, but I thought it was creepy still though. So I didn't really have an issue with that. So yeah, so the visual effects, the virtual effects, the creepy scenes in the movie, good performance, good characters, good music, score, whatever. So yeah, good music. I say I like the ending part, the music at the end. I thought it was pretty cool, and so yeah, some real creepy ass moments this film did, which I thought was pretty good. So yeah. So what I didn't like about it, I suppose the demon itself. I would have preferred the demon to be a freaking, like freaking that thing from a Legend, that the big horns. I would have preferred something like that. That would have been more terrifying, but big giant bird, yeah. I don't know, it's still pretty cool though, the design. So I didn't have an issue with that bird, big bird, but yeah, that's the only thing actually. The bird demon. But I liked it though. I've got to find something to criticise. I can't think of anything else. I enjoyed this movie actually. I thought it was pretty good. So yeah. So I think I'm gonna give Demonic 4 out of 5. I liked it. Like I said, I couldn't think of much to criticise this film over. So yeah. So 4 out of 5 for Demonic. Really good film. Definitely worth it. Check out. You like a good supernatural exorcism, big bird type of movie. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Good characters, like I said, really enjoyed that. So yeah. So if you've all got to my channel, take care, enjoy my videos. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I'll see you soon, and bye for now.